Okay, another talking one. Hopefully people can hear this, because I'm not gonna re-upload it. I'll just edit out the sound or something if people can't hear it. So we're doing, like the title suggests, it's a solo run. We're a wizard, not a sorcerer, and I don't want to do throwing smoke powder grenades. That's easy. There's a few other things. Someone said there was a water barrel in here, but I can't seem to find it. There's a few other things that I was looking at when I was thinking about solo run. I have a game on Tactician. This is on story, it's not on Tactician. I don't like playing on Tactician at all. Some people will say, you know, it makes the game challenging, and it doesn't. There's no challenge whatsoever in this game. The entire game is solved by what they used to call barrelmancy, where you can just throw smoke powder barrels and just kill everything in the game. And people have done, I believe they've done fixed dice runs where every roll of the dice returns a 1, but that run is defeated by the fact that barrelmancy exists and does roll dice and does huge amounts of damage. And so you can stack barrels, you can stack smoke powder satchels and smoke powder grenades. I was looking for one of those earlier. I don't have any, but there are plenty in each act, so you'll never be in short supply of them when you need them to kill something important. And I've always pointed that out because people say, like, oh, you can beat the game without RNG. Well, yes, you can beat it using bad mechanics. The problem is, with the RNG, you can't have fun, because if you just have a little bit of bad luck, you can't do anything. But we know the critical failure, the rolls of 1. We know you can win like that because the speedrunners don't roll dice and they win. So we know the game can be beaten, and so it's kind of a market that never needs to be run because it's already been solved by the speedrunners. I forget exactly what I was doing. I think I was going to purchase something. Oh, the necklace must be in... The magic missile necklace must be in the Underdark. That is tough. I'm trying to get to level 4. I have not memorized this entire game like some of the other people who solo it. Like, you can watch Morgana. I think she's soloed it as most things, and I think she plays on honor mode. So she's setting it to max difficulty. I don't find extra bad luck enjoyable. I have plenty without making it worse. Okay, we're gonna go and I could try and cheese the paladins, or maybe I'm gonna go save scum the ogres. The ogres are right here. I'm gonna go save scum the ogres because I like watching the ogres work their magic in there. So let's go handle that. I forget what you have to roll. What you have to roll to get the ogres, but they're just to the north here. Save, and then you can always kill them at the end. They're eating a little tiefling.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, it tastes like fish.
Gentlemen,
tastes like pork.
and what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize.
Wearing a
Fortune
headband.
favors our bellies. Stranger,
I think I made this joke when I was playing Raid Shadow Legends.
The mark is her measure.
They did this really stupid thing in the game where, you know, all the races have different jewelry, and someone argued, well, and an elf can't wear an ogre's jewelry. Okay, I can accept that. But the elf can wear the ogre's t-shirt, pants, boots, gloves, and helmet just fine, but not jewelry. And so there's a little oversight when we're thinking about making things stand out. But then other things, yeah, we just ignore that. No one's gonna pay any attention. Okay.
And you, a delicacy.
This is where,
unless you bear the mark,
this is where
of
we have to
course.
scum it. We're gonna roll the deception. I can't remember if it's 10 or 15. I wish it tells you your advantages here. I don't have any, or it would show them. I wish it would tell you the check before you jumped into it. I know there's probably mods that do that, so it's a 10. But the mods also make you a cheater. Let's see, I have inspiration. I'll try again. Just inspiration.
Indeed. For not food, friend.
I've seen a few other ogres. Either way, he's gonna just tell me about
And
his
this land
silly deal that he made.
No talk.
I want to recruit
Make
them.
me an offer. Tempt me.
Persuade them because I don't have any gold. I'm poor, dirt poor. So we're gonna save here. I'm gonna try to persuade him, save our money, be cheap as humanly possible. Oh, well, that's not fun. This could take a while. Oh, or not, or not.
A brilliant.
Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes
Use it when the need arises. And now
things go your
well
way.
spoken.
So he gives me the horn. Really cool.
What's that?
You can collapse this on them. I don't know what it does, but I should try that sometime. Shoot this tiefling. Let's see. If we get all kinds of stuff for long resting, there is I don't know what that is. About Netheril. There's a book in this bookshelf. I believe, if I had to guess, It's the raid.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
If I had to guess, I think this is the village that Shadowheart is from initially. It's hard. I'm just guessing because if she's in your party, she has a reaction to picking up that book. Um, in both her words and her hand pain thing. But Shadowheart is, as it says in my description, she's much older than she looks. Right? She looks, 20, and so you think, oh wow, she's young and attractive, and she sounds young in it. But nope, she's almost 50. And it technically never tells you that in it never specifically says that she's 48. I think that comes from other lore. I forget who manages all the lore for Dungeons and Dragons, but it comes from them. The closest that you get is that you can kind of piece two elements together, and so I believe she is captured at 8 years old when she's captured by the Sharans. I mean, spoiler alert, she's captured by the Sharans during a walk. And inside, we're continuing the spoiler, inside of the Sharan Temple in Baldur's Gate, or the Sharan Club, or whatever you want to call it, there is a reference to her in one of the books, and she responds to it saying something like, 40 years of my life all documented. And so you can understand that to be that it is either 40 years, so from 0 to 40, so she's at least 40, or 40 years from 8 to 48, which I think is more accurately what it actually means. And that lines up with her lore from the Dungeons and Dragons managers outside the game. Some people will tell you that she's a half-elf, so she ages slower, but age is generally measured in experience, and if you count what, or analyze what we do in the human world, not the video game world, experiences get worse over time. So it sounds strange, not to get dark, but the older you are, the worse your experiences will be. See, this is where I really wish I had a powder grenade. Something? See if I can find one down here. Anyways, forget where that. Can't remember where that key is. But yeah, and the reason for that is, we're not going to go into like the choices people make and
Always room
whatnot.
for more.
It's about
Looks like a selenite necklace.
it's about what people do and how people react to what they do. And so, wow, that's a tough spiderweb or a shit mage or wizard. And so you think of your action and your perception of the action like drinking a soda. If I drink a Mountain
Something
Dew
good here, I hope.
and I drink it in moderation, that Mountain Dew will always be good. However, if I drink a case of Mountain Dew, it will very quickly start to taste sickening. And part of it is because I will quickly get used to the amount of sugar, and so the sweet taste that I'm expecting won't be there because I'm accustomed to it. So it will take more sugar to produce that same experience. And the same thing is true with everything that you do that is not moderated. When you look at, you can look at this from an eating perspective. The more you eat, for example, if you feel hungry, and every time you feel hungry, you convince yourself that you have to eat, then you will feel hungry more often and more often and more often, and you'll keep eating, and you will rapidly gain weight, and it's rarely experienced as the, like, I feel hungry. It's generally the comfort, right? The more you respond to your body seeking comfort or your mind seeking comfort, the more it will seek comfort. And you can see this in yourself. You can see this in babies, although babies can't really do anything else. But a baby will cry when it wants something, and the more you respond to that, the more it will cry when it wants something, and the more it will want. The same is true as if you stick with the child motif, the same is true as the child gets older. If it cries and then it gets what it wants, it learns that behavior, and the next time it wants something, it will simply cry until it gets what it wants. And so you have to moderate everything that you do. We won't go down the rabbit hole about, talking about body counts and dating and all of that, because the same rules apply. But yeah, you can look. Whoa, not that one. You can look across various elements in life. You can look at thrill seekers, the more. Can I break the wall? Yes, I can, because I'm ridiculously drunk. What is going on here? Oh, it's supposed to be the spider cave. Yep. I'm not ready for the spider yet. I'm too weak. What was I talking about? Not dating. I was oh, thrill seeking. Yeah, the more you seek thrill, the less thrilling that thrill will be. And so you can skydiving, go skydiving every day. It's just not as fun the 100th day in a row. Just something missing. You need more. So maybe you go without a parachute. Try to get yourself on a soft tree. I mean, that's obviously a bad idea, but you know what I mean. There's just something that goes missing. We're gonna go up here, loot this stuff. I wish I could steal the ladder. That would be fun. And then I can start placing ladders everywhere. Nope. Oh wait, I do want the smoke powder barrel. Thank you. And I'm gonna save here. I'm not good at picking locks. And so yeah, everything you should do should be done in moderation. You should also generally approach things. It sounds odd, especially when you're looking just to have fun. You should approach things seriously. And so if something is not fun for you or has no purpose, don't waste your time on it. You know, if you're lucky, you'll get 100 years. You won't get more. I forget what that movie is where they can time is like a currency. They can buy and sell time. Um, but that is not how our time works. And so whatever you have is all you have.
Right tool will do the trick.
And so don't throw it away, right? Whether you're working, right, or you're doing stuff at home, uh, do stuff that is beneficial for you. Whether, like I said earlier, whether that's fun or useful, uh, you should get something out of it. For me, I I will often, if people watch my channels, I will often play games that I do not like Baldur's Gate 3. uh, I hate this. I hate this RNG. But for me, it's because I'm a game designer by what I don't know what you call it. That's what I went to school for. That's what I've studied for 20
Come
years.
On, open up.
And so I, while I'm not having any fun at all playing this game, I'll get into that in a second. I do enjoy learning about the game. So while I'm miserable playing this, I'm also simultaneously thinking about how this could be improved, right? And is there some minimal adjustment that you could make to improve the game without crippling the game? Because obviously, if you take RNG just straight out of the game, there's no challenge at all. You just steamroll right through everything, and that's no fun. And so that's the look is how do you There's no way I can destroy this, is there? Blasting. It's just wood. Oh, bludgeoning. But I'm so weak. I'm so weak. I can't do it. Yeah, so there must be a way to make minor adjustments to improve the quality of the game. You know, in my case, I'm soloing, so obviously having 3 additional party members would make a huge difference. Like, Lae'zel could just smash this to pieces with a hammer from the little druid circle. I can't do anything to it. Is this locked? I can try disarming this, I guess. We can disarm this. What's the harm? But oh, blueprints. I can't really use those, so I'm not going to do that quest. Skip it. We got the smoke powder barrel, and that's good enough for down here. I will now.
These boots have seen everything.
Go topside. So let's see.
Let's see what this does.
Why not
Might be
to like
useful.
this game? For me, I hate random chance, and it's not random chance in the global sense. Because if you play a game like World of Warcraft, pretty much any MMO, there's going to be some random chance where you miss your attack, and then you hit your next attack, and you can slowly improve your character, and that stuff kind of goes away, and you can eventually stop missing. But in this, like, you miss something, that's just it. You just missed it. It's done. And that missing and having no control, no recourse, no workaround, no anything. The entire fate of the outcome is pure random chance. That is terrible. But it's becoming like what I refer to as bad designer playbook, where if you cannot design a game, just make a game based on random chance. And that game, did I go up this path? I can't remember. That game, oh, I didn't want those. I'll just take it all anyways. That game will be wildly popular with modern gamers. And modern gamers are just people who don't understand difficulty, strategy, thinking. Anyway, so you see it everywhere, and it is not fun to deal with. And I get that part of it is not always like the designers are terrible. Part of it is you have large companies pushing their teams to just get games out as quickly and profitably as possible, and so yeah, you you just have to take the shortcuts. We're gonna try putting our barrel down here. Don't like this strategy, but we're using it. Oh, I wish I had Mage Hand right about now. I'm gonna save here because I'm gonna go back and full rest and see. I'm gonna see if I can kill all these goblins with a single smoke powder barrel.
One horn.
But yeah,
The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned.
Most of my games, these
Blade of Frontiers.
These clowns arguing.
Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
There was another funny thing I was pointing out, is that she is so hot that she can't touch anyone, but she has no effect on things that heat affects, like grease, oil, water, any of that. So it's like fire, but not fire, but fire. It's just really thoughtless design.
Well,
to be fair, though,
counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
I am
Shut it,
a
devil.
bit biased
I know
against
your
Larian
kind.
because
A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares.
I didn't think
You'd cut a
Divinity,
child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil?
Divinity Original Sin
I didn't take the blade for
and
a
Divinity
fool.
Original Sin 2 were very good,
A
and so
great fire roars. You arc the front
I
line.
kind of expected them to
Another vision will shut
ruin
My
whatever
boy,
they were doing
you-
with Baldur's Gate.
And yet you served.
And now supposedly they're working on something that is not related to either of the games, so we'll see how well that goes. Okay, she's not a danger.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
You saw her thoughts.
You know monsters better than anyone.
Look at all that
Can't you
approval.
look him?
You don't...
I'm
Do I want to do all the camp dialogue? No, because I get nothing out of the
path
camp
lies before
dialogue.
me.
So I'm going to sleep. Yep. There was a bard here at one point. But she didn't make it. Tragic. Oh, I have Korga's hair, however you say her name. I have her hair. Well, let us. We're gonna. And that gets us to nice 17. Be nice if we could get this a little bit higher. Like if we could push 20. I think there's a ring and a cloak that'll get me there, but not till Act 2. And so we're just stuck. Okay. if I'm gonna hide over here, see if this little rat triggers conversations. I'm hoping it doesn't. I think we just have to get to here.
Nobody's listening.
And now I think if we minor illusion, wait a second, and then oh, can he, if he's invisible, can he pick
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
Let's try.
How long you think he can scream for?
You've made a grave mistake.
Okay. Oh no. It's 2, 3, 4. I definitely messed that up. Let's try it again. I think maybe the barrel needs to go a little further. But, yeah, that was close. That was close. 4 survived, and that's probably because they were either not drawn in, or they got out before I clicked turn-based mode, and so I'll need a slightly more even, setup on the barrels. Let's see. There's a guy all the way up there, and so we might want it here-ish.
Go on then, make it good.
Here. And then, no, it's gonna have to be here, and then we're just not gonna get all the way.
Scream all you like. Brilliant. Nobody's listening.
Time for bitter business the light would fear to shine on.
Did know that flew so high.
track you down. Nothing will stand in my way. At the ready. Still on my feet. Can't risk being in open view. Very well. Time to press ahead. Out of sight, out of mind. Breathe deep and move.
We should probably eat him, right? No, me no, me no. No, me no, me no.
Better be cautious. Think you can take me on?
Picks a fight.
To the bloody fray!
Breathe quiet. Move with care. These boots have seen everything.
with this guy active, he's gonna have to be dealt with.
Tormento.
Okay, that was flame again. Gonna be lucky on that. And then the sharp eye misses. That's lucky. And I kill them with a rank 1 magic missile if we're lucky again. Okay. Step in here. Maybe he can still hit with Sacred Flame. But he's not for some reason. So, we're gonna loot.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Maybe not the best time.
Ended up using 3 spells in this battle. And I had planned on
I don't
using
need
none.
any attention right now. Fall by my hand.
It's disgusting.
On my way.
Okay, well. Yeah, it wasn't the best fight. Oh, Fezzerk! That's who we needed. Dang. Stupid Fezzerk. I didn't know he got blown all the way down there. That's the corpse I was looking for. Oh, that's unfortunate. Always, for those of you out there who are serial killers, always check the bodies at your feet, not just the bodies in front of you. Hopefully,
What's in here?
hopefully there are no serial killers watching this channel for life hacks. That would be retarded. I guess you can't, technically you can't say retarded. Even though you should be able to, as it's a valid medical condition. Because it just describes a slowness.
Help me down!
I believe it is generally like slow to the
Cut
point
me
of
loose!
seeming stopped, or something close to that. You can hear it in other words like fire
Free me
retardant.
and find out!
It slows down fire.
Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
take my pack if you can ignore. But I all. On that note,
A little experience. Doesn't
Here
go
goes
that
nothing.
far. Because we still have 434 remaining. I think we can get quite a bit if we do the. Oh, I picked up the rotten eggs. That's so dumb. If we do the fight, if we, ooh, nice. 3 lightning charges. Take that. Those are armor boots, and so you can't actually use them. As a wizard, or you lose your mage armor. It's okay. Oh, not tactical. We're not that crazy. I believe we level up if we do the goblin fight. A haste helm, I believe. We'll watch our armor down here. I believe that does not count as armor, and I keep them hidden. Helmet doesn't look that good. It looks like a leather helmet. But I think those shoes are armor. See, medium armor down at the bottom. And so they will take away our mage armor, because mage armor requires that you not be wearing any armor. So we have a decent AC. We really shouldn't take any hits. I'm gonna go sell before I. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna go sell before I get into all kinds of business with the goblins. But the only real threat to us will be the hairy guys. Are they bugbears or something like that? Why is everything combined with a bear? But the bugbears carry 2 javelins for throwing, and you can do some pretty silly throws in this game, and so hiding ends up doing very little against them. I've tried a few strategies where I
Need anything else?
create like artificial cover.
Of course. But please, remember,
Really,
you're not the only one in need.
walls count as walls. And so, if you do my dumb strategy and carry, I think I was carrying dressers and then trying to put the dressers in doorways and whatnot. None of that counts as obstruction. I thought it would. I thought it was a neat strategy, but no, it does not count as an obstruction. So you just get shot in the face with arrows. Save your strategy for a different game. I will have fun with these scrolls on some of them. I'll learn them. Ooh, that could be funny, but I'll have fun with those scrolls. But for now, we're going to sell a bunch of junk and prep for the goblin fight. And the goblin fight should set us up. The one thing that I am worried about. These bracers simulate holding a shield, but I think the shield plus missile snaring is better, so I'm gonna sell the bracers of defense. I'm gonna sell everything. The one thing I think is if I kill all the goblins except for Minthara's goblins and then launch the attack on the grove, I kind of feel like Karga will not Karga, sorry. I kind of feel like Karlach will betray me when I go back to camp, and so I'll also have to think about. Those are nice. Those are nice sandals for a wizard. Nice like knockoff Birkenstocks. No, we don't need that hat. That looks silly. Old floppy hat's probably cool. We'll keep that. It'll look like a little wizard hat. It'll be nice. But yeah, I think Karlach will betray me and attack me, and then I'll have to put her down like the rabid dog that she is, and feed her some smoke powder bombs. Actually, technically, if you toss her that, it should blow up in her face. But the developers have not thought of everything on this game. I'm not a big fan of the reworked color spray. Granted, color spray has made it into games and just been absurdly powerful. For example, I believe it in EverQuest back in the day. I don't think so much anymore. But EverQuest back in the day, the color spray and color flux line of spells used to be
Sylvanas.
just absolutely insane.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
That's not what I said.
Not gonna convince him to fight because I'm gonna kill him, so it doesn't matter. Thing is, Auntie Ethel is gone. I want those.
You! Fancy it best to fill your belly now, while we still can. See how you... We'll need... Oh, what'd I do for some salt?
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
I need a quick word.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something
Let me see
close.
your wares, Jimmy. Oh, I forgot. They don't really sell. I think I looked at all this junk yesterday. They don't really sell caster stuff early on, and what does Hunter's Mark do? Oh, with a weapon attack. I won't be using weapon attacks. It would have been nice if I could place Hunter's Mark and then hit him up with magic missile. But I can't. No point crying them. back to the goblin camp. Zord. Oh, what am I doing? It's on my map. And then we will do.
Then this other guy twirls his
We're gonna do this
and
fight
some light comes out. And the
tomorrow.
dwarf just stops bleeding. Just stands back up.
Blow up all these guys.
And fight for great glory. Draw Rexland's best makers and blades.
So we'll organize our thing here. What is in here? Why did I even pick that up? Go send that to camp. That can go to camp. Where's everybody? The war horn. We're gonna pick up a. We're gonna pick up a ton of stuff. This guy's not very interesting. We'll kill all these guys on the outside, and then we will we'll step inside. We'll talk to Ruga. I think it's Ruga. But that's it for today. Have more bloodshed tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Goblin kind will tease you and throat you when ready.